Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. Hey everyone, and welcome to another GTA Online in-depth guide for the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC. Today we are looking at one of the only UNEDITED armor plating vehicles added in the update, the Paragon S. This vehicle will set you back a whopping $2 million, and in terms of UNEDITED vehicles, that is a little on the higher side, with only the Virtue, Stinger TT, Buffalo EVX being more expensive than it. And those all happen to be in the top of the class when it comes to UNEDITED vehicles. For customization, obviously it can be equipped with UNEDITED and armor plating, and you can even equip a slick mine on it if you want, but I personally like to leave it off so I can use my horn still. And the mine also prevents passive mode from being used on it, so that's another thing to take into account if you do decide to put it on. Now, one very nice thing you can do with this car specifically when it comes to customization is you can color the stock rims with little to no effort. If you just equip any rims and then color them whichever color you want, then re-equip the stock rims will be the color you put on. I really wish it worked this way for all vehicles in the game, but it doesn't, sadly. Just this car works on for whatever reason. The armor on this car is going to be the standard non-electric UNEDITED vehicle armor, blowing up in 4 RPGs, 12 homing rockets, 9 railgun shots, or 10 explosive rounds. And if you don't have armor plating equipped, it's going to drop down to 2 RPGs, 3 homing rockets, 2 railgun shots, or 3 explosive rounds when you have 100% armor on. And if there's no occupant, then all armor numbers that I've gone over are cut in half, just like they are for every other UNEDITED armor plating vehicle. The Paragon S also doesn't have any bullet-resistant windows. You'll get shot out in no time from all sides, with one exception to that. If you equip the lip spoiler, or I guess the last spoiler too, this would work with, even though it's ugly. But the lip spoiler, even though it's extremely small, its hitbox is the exact same of the giant spoiler. And it basically makes the back of the car completely bulletproof, so you can't get shot from behind you. So definitely equip the lip spoiler if you haven't already for that extra protection. And you can also see this in game. If you climb on the back of the car, you just stand on some invisible barrier here. It's probably not intended to be this way, but hey, it gives you a nice advantage of being protected from back shots. And now we get into the performance test here. I wanted to test it against vehicles of similar class, so we first ran it against the GTO, which is one of the best sports cars, and the 300R, which is also an UNEDITED car with armor plating, which happens to be around the same exact price as the Paragon S. And the results surprised me here. Yeah, the Paragon S acceleration is actually quite good. In this straight line drag test, it competed with the GTO. Now, I know the GTO would likely beat it in a circuit race with turns because it has very good handling, but that's still not that bad. The next test we threw in the Italy GTO Stinger TT, which is one of the most expensive UNEDITED cars. It also has HSW, and it's one of the fastest cars in the entire game. And here's how that went. Yeah, it's definitely no Italy Stinger TT. That thing is insane with HSW on it. Nothing is going to beat that, except for maybe the Neob. And for the final test, we threw in the Virtue to see if it could compete with the acceleration of the Virtue, and that answer is no. The Virtue still has the best acceleration in the entire game for a non-HSW vehicle. Nothing is really going to compete with that. If the airstrip was longer here, we would have caught up to it though, because the Virtue does lack top speed. In the end, though, I think this is a good vehicle. I think it's worth a purchase. Its performance is a nice balance of stats. It's a great vehicle to drive. It's really fun to drive. And that added protection with the spoiler is just another positive to throw in. If you guys enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I also want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support, as well as to my friends Xenon, Ender, and Y7 for helping me record and test for this video. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.